food, sharing toys, clothes, that kind of thing. Not just normal things like running cross country, being co-French Club historians together. A whole lot of interesting things together throughout the years. And because we are sisters, we've had our share of fights throughout the years. Chris has seen some of them because he lived with us for a while together.
Yeah, just shake it.
Shake it right now. My brain went someplace else. But, so we get into fights sometimes, and so did our older brother, he's Kevin. And one of the things that happened, Kelly's taller than me, I'm his older sister. Well, Kevin is also much taller than me, and they would take things that I needed or wanted and would hold them above their head where I could not reach them, and then throw back and forth between the two of them. It's pretty mean.
Yeah, Kelly.
And because of this, I would get mad, and Kelly would try to come and make me not so mad, and that would make me even more mad. And so I would pout, and she would try to get me to smile, and then I'd finally break down. And I'm sure Christy's done that to you a time or two.
Yeah.
Speaking of Chris, so Kelly met Chris about 5 years ago, almost 6 years ago. And when she first met him, she was telling me about him, that he looked like Edward Cullen. He apparently had some floppy hair back in the day. And so to meet him for the first time, Kelly decided that we should go on a triple date with Chris, Kelly, Whitney, and Carrie, and then the guy I was dating at the time to go see a movie. We didn't talk a whole lot at the movie, but Chris and I awkwardly stood outside the bathroom together while everybody else was in the bathroom. We just stood there and decided was waiting for them to come out of the bathroom because we didn't really know what to say to one another. It was awkward. Things have gotten better. We lived together for several years as Kelly and Chris's relationship blossomed. And from there, I've heard many things like, a time or two. And one of the things that our family does, which Chris has experienced because he's been to Christmas with us, is that we give each other gifts. And I have a little gift for you, Chris. It's over there. I'm not supposed to move very far, so it's in the ground. So Chris, open that up really quickly. So we can't see that it's Twilight. I look like Edward Cullen, something like that. It would be a perfect gift for him to have to read on his honeymoon. So if you all would, grab your glasses and join me in saying congratulations to the new Mr. and Mrs. Van Eaton.
Next we have one of the best men. I know which one of you guys want to start first.
Get it, Dan. Get it.
I'm Daniel. I'm the co-best man here at the wedding tonight. So the first time I heard about Kelly dating Chris, actually my brother Ryan, other co-best man, called me up and said, "Hey, Chris is dating a new girl." Girl, yeah, girl. But her name is Kelly, and she's nice. And then I got a little lost for words, and I was like, that's not typical Ryan. Anyone who knows Ryan, he pretty much has an opinion about everything. So I was like, all right, come on, spit it out. And he's like, well, I really can't describe her. You just gotta meet her. And I was like, what do you mean can't describe her? It's called adjectives, bro. You're just gonna describe people. It's not that hard. Is she like really weird or is she really quiet? And I learned to know she's not quiet at all. But No, I took some leave, met Kelly, hanged out with him a couple of weeks, and got to know Kelly. And my mom, who had a pleasure of meeting Kelly, she asked me, she goes, all right, so tell me what you think about Kelly. And I was like, well, she's nice. And sat there for a couple seconds, and I was like, well, I don't know how to describe her. He's got to be. But there might not be any describing Chris or Kelly, but I would describe the relationship as fun, inspiring, loving, energetic. And Kelly, I just like to thank you to welcome you to the family. Invading last names, fun to have a sister by the legal name. And Chris, not only been an older brother to me, you've been like a third parent to me. Kelly couldn't be in better hands. He looked after me for 29 years, and I know he'll do the same for you. I love you guys, and welcome to the family.
Yeah! Baby! He's good. He's good. He money! That's good. He!
How am I supposed to follow that up? Alright, so I'm Ryan, I'm the other brother of Chris. We have people that have made it all the way from California, back there in the back, here in Santiago as well. We've got people that have made it from Boston, and everywhere in between. So first of all, I'd just like to thank everywhere, whether you're near or far, no matter if you're close family or friends. I'd just like to thank everyone for making it here safely and wish you safe return on your travels home after this weekend. And it's been a great weekend celebrating the wedding of Chris and Kelly Eaton. That's kind of weird to say there. But like with any good love story, you got to start at the very beginning. And actually, Charlie and Lauren in the very back were there the very first night that they met as well. We were walking down 6th Street, and if you have a brother or a sister or a family member, you can always spot him out from 100 yards away. And maybe because he has big ears, I could see Chris walking and just really more galloping, prancing, strutting, whatever you want to call it. He was just, about 2 a.m., so I'll give him that. But I could see just these flowing locks. Farrah Fawcett Jr. over here. And anyways, they were both coming up the sidewalk on 6th Street, and I could spot my brother a mile away, like I said, and we said hello. And I could just see something different in his eye that night. And Kelly, if I could go back in time, I would tell you a couple things about Chris to see if I could maybe change your mind. So what I would tell you is that one, Chris is a 49ers fan, which tells you a couple of things. Dad, what the heck were you doing as a parent? So I hope he gets better parenting skills than my father there. But it does tell you a couple of things about Chris in all seriousness. He's not afraid to think outside the box living in Texas. He's not afraid to think on his own or to be bold, okay? But really what it tells you is he likes to push buttons because he really just likes to hang me and my dad on and the 49ers are beating the Cowboys. The next thing I'll tell you is that Chris, he's a soccer goalie, okay? So you're like, oh, soccer goalie, no big deal. Well, if you know anything about soccer, the goalie, one, they wear really flamboyant jerseys. So that should explain a lot about Chris. But in all honesty, a soccer goalie is not afraid to take on all the pressure from the team. Everyone else on the team can make mistake after mistake. But a goalie, if they make one mistake, the whole team knows because the goal is let by. So, the goalie in soccer is not afraid to have that pressure put on them. They're not afraid to put the rest of the team on their shoulder. Really corny little analogy there, but I'm stretching it. So anyways, so is the soccer goalie. The last thing I'll tell you is that Chris is definitely, by far, and Dan, they're everything I could want in a brother. They're everything that I could ever need. I could call them in the middle of the night. They're there for me if I need them. They let me, they give me words of wisdom. They give me time to blow out steam if I need it. I could call them, like I said, at 6 a.m. near
It doesn't take that blood bond to have that type of bond. I've seen it in day one from y'all from that night we were walking down 6th Street. I've seen it when y'all are calling each other boo. I've seen it at your best. I've seen it at your worst. You know, y'all are there. Y'all have a connection that isn't just emotional. It's not just physical. It's not just friendship. It's on a different level. It's on a level that you can't ask for, you can't hope for. It's just something that is natural, organic. It just came about. And it's so beautiful to see. And as Dan said, Kelly, I'm so proud I've never had a sister. And now I actually get to have a true sister. And I love you for that. And I hope that y'all have a just beautiful life together. So Kelly, I finally get a sister. So let's everybody raise the glass. Let's have a toast to Mr. and Mrs. Chris and Kelly Wedding.